Hi friends, once again I am here with you, and in a very unfortunate incident in the state of Gujarat, a cable bridge was collapsed yesterday while more than 400 people were there on that bridge, and which caused the death of more than 130 people including women and children. Our thoughts are there with the families who lost their loved ones. The rescue efforts are going on, and as usual, the government has announced compensation for the families who lost family members and the injured who are getting treated in hospitals. Apart from all this, a lot of questions arise from this unfortunate incident. This cable bridge was closed for almost 7 months and it was reopened after renovation just 4 days back. And the chief municipal officer is saying that bridge was opened or reopened without getting security certificate from the municipal office. Then what the chief municipal officer and his office was doing for last 4 days, in which almost 12,000 people visited this cable bridge on Mahobi River, on Muchu River in Mahobi. And the Gujarat government, the ruling party, saying, please don't do politics on the deaths. But what PM Modi was doing in 2016, in April 2016, when under construction flyover fell down on a busy road in Calcutta, in which 21 people died and 150 people injured. In a in an election rally, PM Modi said, "It's a message from God to save West Bengal from the ruling party." Whether it's not repeating Gujarat now, whether it's not message from the God to save Gujarat from BJP, which could not renovate a bridge properly, which could have saved the lives of 130 people. And all the responsibility will be put on the company which renovated this Mahobi bridge. Whether the safety audit was conducted, safety check was done correctly before reopening the Mahobi cable bridge. And few Godi media outlets are showing the visuals in which the enthusiastic youths are playing with the cable of Mahobi bridge and claiming that it caused the collapse of the bridge. For last 4 days, 12,000 people have visited this bridge. And you are making such a faulty, such a poor bridge which can collapse just playing with the cables. The inquiry commission has been announced. As usual, the findings won't come on time. And if it comes on time, the findings won't be implemented. All the culprits would be given the clean sheet, and the victims will be called responsible for the tragedy, horrific tragedy which took lives of more than 130 people. It happens in India only because the deep rooted corruption we saw in Madhya Pradesh, where under construction overbridge fell down. We saw in some other states also. And because there is a commission culture in the country, for every government project, a huge amount of commission is charged from the contractor. It goes to the chief engineers, to the politicians, to ministers, and someone above the minister. And what is happening in Karnataka also? A lot of contractors are claiming that they are asked 40% commission for the project already completed by them. A man called Baswaraju from Hubli wrote to Rashtrapati and Prime Minister because a payment of 1 crore is pending for last 2 years, and the officer Devraj is asking 40% commission, and he has not received any respite despite CM intervention. You can just think how this commission culture has gone to such a level that officers don't fear of the action. Let us come to the PM Care Fund. 2.5 years back, when Corona was dancing like anything and people were dying, like a Hollywood film, to provide the relief, the Prime Minister Modi announced a PM Care Fund in which anyone can make the contribution and the financial help would reach to the people who were needed that time. But later on we came to know that PM Care Fund is not a government fund, it's a private fund, and it does not come under the purview of RTI. So there is no responsibility. Recently, in a Delhi High Court hearing, it was replied from Government of India officially that Prime Minister Care Fund is not a government fund, it's a private fund. If it is a private fund, then why it is called the PM Care Fund? If it is a private fund, not a government fund, then why its website has government.in? Why the salaries of government employee were deducted to make the contribution in a private fund? Why the government institutions had made the contribution to a private fund which cannot be done? Why from monitoring to the court's hearing, the PMO officials are running here and there if it's a private fund? For getting the contribution, it's a PM Care Fund. But for accountability, it's not a government fund. Because when it's a government fund, it will come under the RTI and government will have to answer about its contribution and its spending. But when you don't have a good intention, you don't want to be accountable, and we never seen any honest person running away from accountability. What we are seeing in case of PM Care Fund. The last but not the least, the Azam Khan was sentenced 3 years in a hate speech case. Then we can just make it out who are the biggest criminals in India. If you are a Muslim and if you belong to a opposition party, or if you are an activist, or if you are critical to government, then you are the biggest criminal in India. Being a Muslim and critical to Modi government is the biggest crime in India today. And that is the reason Umar Khalid, Sharjil Imam and lot of other innocent Muslims are lavishing in the jail for no crime, just asking the questions for the sake of democracy, for taking part in the movement against Citizenship Amendment Act, against NRC. And what happened to Kapil Misra? What happened to Anurag Thakur? What happened to Yati Narsinhanand? What happened to Sadhvi Ritambhara and several other BJP leaders who are tasked to deliver the hate speech from the top, to create the communal tension in the society and garner the Hindu votes for the electoral bin, which is happening for last 8 years, which is going on. No action was taken against all these culprits because they belong to the ruling party. And this kind of ruling is nothing different from the rule of Hitler, from the rule of Mussolini. This government is as much cruel as any autocratic regime in the history. And only we are the responsible because we are giving a chance to a party which is going ahead with its agenda of dividing the people, dividing the society, dividing the nation, and doing nothing for the benefit of society and the country. Simply claiming that it delivered economic reforms in last 8 years, whose result is nowhere visible on the ground. Now the responsibility lies on us to ruin the wall of hatred, to demolish the wall of hatred created by the government. Then only we can give a future to our next generation, a future of peace, a future of harmony, a future of prosperity, a future of happiness. Thanks for watching. Meet you soon.